bit impromptu, when you're just a bit like, I can do this after a long day traveling. So yes, if you've joined us on YouTube, apologies. We thought we were live with you already. We were not. Apologies for that.
Hello,
But hello,
welcome.
welcome to our Kickstarter Is Now live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. Georgia, could you do me a small favour and could you
Mhm.
just share the link for the YouTube in a few different places?
Yes, you might need to send me the YouTube link.
I can do that. That would be
I
wonderful.
am not the tech person
Oh
in
no.
this partnership.
It's all good. So what I'll do is I will go on to youtube.com/ at the Homeward Foundation, and I'll find our live. We are now live. Let's just copy the link address and send it to you.
Thank you very much.
So that's the YouTube one, and if you would like to also have the Twitch is much more straightforward.
Yes, thank you very much. And I will post them places.
Yes, but it's all good, and like Dan said, it happens to the best of us. So yes, don't worry,
It seems
Dan.
to happen
It's
to
all
us
good.
every single time. So clearly we are the
Hang
best.
on, I would argue that our interview with Chris, which was a very fun interview,
That
did
went
actually
fine.
go
That went
very,
so
very well.
smoothly. That's true. It's true.
So I think it was just more the panic of trying to launch the Kickstarter and then do a live immediately afterwards, whilst also having dinner. So yeah, it's one of those things where we should have planned a little bit better. But yes, let's talk a little bit about the Kickstarter itself. So which is already, again, 20 backers. It's already hitting. This is incredible. Everyone, thank you so much. We now won £1,258 of our goal. This is
Oh my
so
gosh.
cool.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
everybody.
much.
Um,
That is
let me
amazing.
let me see if I can find a way.
We have promised that once we hit 5,000, every 5,000 pounds that we make, we will be releasing one of our new cast members for season
That's true.
2. So we should make sure some of those are prepared.
We should do that. We should definitely do that. Well, we can do that and talk at the same time. It's no good. No pressure. No pressure at all. Let me just open the URL. I wonder if this is going to work. I don't know if it will. We'll soon find out. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. We'll ignore that. We'll ignore that plan that I was trying to do, which was put the website in a browser so we could just flick through it. But we're not going to do that. Let's talk about the Kickstarter itself. So hopefully you have all seen the video. That's something I can share with you. Actually, I'm going to find that video, and then we're going to play it. Let me just find it. Apologies for apologies for it being a little bit scattered. But again, I did say we have just jumped from the Kickstarter to this. It's very new to us. Kickstarter video. I'm going to find that video, and we might briefly play it.
Oh, yes.
Because it is. I would like to say I did it all myself, with George's help, obviously. And I think it was.
You did a very good impression of my voice, I thought, during the opening section.
Is that right?
And we do a fantastic impression of someone's disappointed parents in the second half. So really, it's a roller coaster of emotions, that video. I'm very proud of it.
Good. Okay, right, I found it. I found the video. So, hopefully it's going to let me... Where is it? Sorry about this. I've added it, but I can't seem to... Interesting. What is it doing?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to set up. So whenever we do our live streams, usually with our episodes, we have a video that and it's very simple. I just in OBS I duplicate the scene, I put in the video, it's all good. But for some reason, particularly with this Kickstarter video, it's vanished, which is it's not helpful.
Oh, great.
Let's
Maybe
see
we'll
if that
save that.
works. We'll save that for another time. I think that should be fine. But anyway, the video, we discuss all the different awards and that certain cast members are coming back to us, which is fantastic. So maybe we'll go through that. So I have the Kickstarter up. So we are happy to announce that basically most of our main cast and crew are joining us again for season 2. So I'll go through those if you don't mind me doing so, Georgia.
Of course, I'm just posting to various social medias.
Fantastic. So yes, so Sean Carlson is back playing Jeremy Larkin and Jonathan Harker. Rebecca Root is playing Maddie Townsend and Mina Harker. Basil White is back as Tom Van Helsing. Michelle Kelly as Henry Martin. Sam Clemens is coming back as Arthur Jones. Attila Puskas as Dracula. And Jackie Callista as the sister. So they are definitely coming back. They are, yes, with us for season 2. We also have more familiar faces. So Andrew Biss will be back with us as Jonathan Harker III. Candice McCaffey as Magdalena Swift. David Alt as Dr. Lake. Robin Holdaway as Cam. Graham Confley as DJ Dave. Becky Wright as the Frauls. And Peter Wicks is back. But we're not telling you who he's playing. But he's back. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Which we love. We love to see it.
We also have Floyd Kennedy coming back as Faye Townsend.
We do. Trying to think if there's anyone else we've missed off our list. I don't think so. I don't think we have, officially speaking. Not at the moment, anyway. There could be a few people we announce later, especially as we've just finalised a load of stuff for season 2 after some mad writers' room sessions, which has made
more than we
much
anticipated.
easier.
It was. I think it was about 12 hours in total it took to finalize the outline, but we're on it. We know what we're doing.
So yeah, so it's just getting it down now. We knew exactly where we wanted to be. The lovely Lou in chat has said, "I smashed that button so hard." Thank you.
Thank you, Lou.
Thank you for smashing the button so hard for us. Fantastic. I'm gonna put that back there so I can see it. Yes, so that's it. In terms of the cast and crew, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new people joining us. We will not be announcing those unless we hit certain goals. So, yeah. So
we're so excited
encourage you
to reveal the other members of this cast. We're managed to get some amazing people, so we're very excited.
Yeah, so excited. So yes. But we will tease that 3 of the characters we do have names for. Everyone else are potentially people that will be named in the name a character section.
Yes, so there is one of our tier awards is you can name a character. This we had in season 1 as well, and some of our new cast members, their names are for the taking. We do have rules surrounding the names that you can give us. You can't give us names that are rude. You can't give us names that wouldn't exist in the world. But other than that, some of these characters you might be able to name if that is your wish.
Absolutely. But we can tell you that 3 of the names of our potential cast members are Gareth Lake, Jackie Morris, and Keith Townsend. So hopefully some of those may seem familiar to some of our watchers, backers. I won't say why, just in case it's spoilers, but hopefully some of those names might be like, ooh, they're interesting. They connect to other characters, maybe. So yes, do keep an eye out for that, because we will hopefully be announcing those as our funding hits certain targets. Speaking of cast as well, our crew are all back. So obviously, yeah, Shez in the chat is like, Morris, did I hear correctly? Big eyes emoji. Yeah, maybe you did. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. I feel like it's a bit dangerous me doing this like hand gesture. I feel like it's going to become a meme But yes. So yeah. So in terms of our crew coming back, it's obviously George and I are back. Unfortunately, George and I are back.
We're back. Sorry.
Catherine Armitage, who is our incredible script editor. We honestly could not do that without them, and I think editors truly are the unsung hero of publishing. So we couldn't have done this without Kat. Thank you so much, Kat, for your support on this. We also had the wonderful Benji joining us again as sound designer, because so many of you were like, "Oh my god, this sound is so amazing."
It's all Benji.
It's all Benji. And Duncan Muggleton's theme music is back as well. So that's exciting. Very
And
exciting.
Sam is back as our wonderful director, as always, wearing two hats as both
He's always
artist
wearing two hats.
and director.
Yeah. So that's very exciting for us. So while we're here, we will talk about the cost breakdown, because I think it's important. We, for this season, so last season, we made 5.5 hours roughly of audio drama. This was spread over 7 episodes and a tiny little minisode, which was technically like a teaser, I guess, for season 1. So the first episode, our pilot, we funded ourselves. So none of the money made from the Kickstarter from season 1 went into the pilot, but the rest of it did.
I can't remember how much that ended up being for the pilot, but yes.
A sizable amount of our own money, so we did make that off our own back. So yeah, and you know, as most people do, and the pilot was a pilot, like a proof of concept. So we made it with our cast and crew as minimally as possible to be like, hey, this is what we want to do, and that's why we made it to show you. And then the rest of the money, which was the £23,000 we raised, which was, I think, just slightly over. I think we got about £400 more.
Yeah, which was really nice.
It was amazing. Thank you so much, because that did come in handy. We were then able to make season 1. Season 2 is a little bit different. Season 2, we're hoping for 10 episodes. Looking at the outline, they're all going to be at least 45 minutes to an hour. And that is 10 hours of audio drama. So already we're looking at more. So that's why there does seem to be a sizable jump in the amount that we're asking for. Now, I know that audio drama is a low barrier to entry for people, you know, joining the industry and wanting to do things. But I think it's really important to flag that we are a team of about 27 people. Like that includes every actor, every person involved in the cast and crew. George and I are just the writers and the producers. We obviously wear lots of different hats within that. We do the social media, we do all the organising, producing.
Occasionally we do a voice.
Occasionally we do
and then we veto that voice and we give that voice to someone else.
That's a long story that we should... We go, no, not us, please God, not us.
We were going to be in the finale, and then we ultimately are not in the finale for reasons of we didn't sound very good. But sometimes we are also actors.
But that being said, it's important to highlight that the reason we're asking for this is that everyone involved can be paid a professional wage. So whilst it looks like a lot of money, and truthfully it is a lot of money, and we're aware of that, we are not skimping over this fact. It's important to note that we are paying that many people for all of their professional work and time. And also, as mentioned, you know, we are, you know, I'm a trans man. We have a central trans female lead. We have a leading, supporting leads trans man as well. We have lots of queer people in the cast. So it is important to us that everyone's paid correctly. You know, it's important, generally speaking.
Yeah.
We do have comments in the chat. So the lovely Ella has joined us. Thank you so much, Ella. Ella's like, longer episodes, more episodes, yay. And Shares has also said, longer episodes. But Ella has said, you know, in the chat, which is really important. So the UK media industry has less working class people in it today than it did 30 years ago. It's specifically because it become increasingly expected that creators fund their work out of their own pocket, and only people who can do that are wealthier people. So Theo in Georgia need and deserved to be paid. If you want queer working class voices in the arts, this is how that happens. And, you know, every word of that is correct. thank you so much. You know, we do what we can. We, as professionals, I have a job that pays monthly, and that helps us get by. But we also want to make this is our passion project, but we also need to be paid a bit for it. So we were actually told off by our cast and crew for not getting any money
Paying
last
ourselves
time.
last season.
So
Yes.
you know, so all the money that was left for season 1 has gone straight into season 2 anyway. Like helping with like pre-production stuff. So yes, it would be very nice for the little bit we've given ourselves to to support us as well. In the Kickstarter, there is a full funding breakdown, so you can see everything that we're doing with that money that you give us, and also it's again to highlight. There is no shipping costs at this stage. This is because of the travesty that is the American tariffing issues that we have at the moment. And if
We're just not sure what the numbers will be going forward.
We had a few conversations with different people who kind of advised let the pledge manager, we can do it afterwards and make sure everyone's doing their shipping correctly. This also means that because Kickstarter doesn't allow digital rewards to allow you to have physical add-ons, and we didn't want to make that an issue for everyone to suddenly have double shipping to just to get a physical add-on. We have also that's why again we removed the shipping so we could work it out properly individually for everybody after. So just so you know, we have put that in the Kickstarter as well, but just in case people were wondering why it says 0 shipping, it's not 0 shipping, but we will be getting in contact when everything goes to physically ship.
Yeah. And I think it goes without saying that if at any point you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to run past us, then our email is always open. Or you can DM us on social media, or if you're in the Discord, you can message us directly. Anything you want to sort of get straightened out, or if you want any more details on, we want to be as transparent as possible.
Yes.
Please do contact us.
So let's talk about the fun bit. Let's talk about the tier awards. Obviously we had stickers and postcards last time, but we do have a few more interesting things. Do you want to do a little bit of a breakdown on some of the rewards? Because this was your baby, really.
Yes.
This was you just going, I know what I want to do. And I was like, okay. But I can also just talk about them, and you can...
If you want to go through, because you've got the screen.
I do have the screen.
And I shall also be there. I'm also there.
Okay, so what we have first is we have 2 £5 tier awards. These are for people who really want to back us, but money is an issue, and we understand that. So we wanted to make sure there was something there if you really wanted to support us. For new backers, so people who have only just discovered us, thank you so much if you're one of them, or people who are returning. And, again, money being what it is, you can't give as much as last time, whatever that may be. So we have the reward is a social media shout out, credit on website, which is and an access to members only Discord server. So you can be a fresh thrall or an escaped thrall. Escaped means you're returning, ironically.
So a fresh thrall is if you didn't back season 1 for whatever reason. It's basically the same tier as our first tier in the season 1 Kickstarter, and then our escape thralls are for people who are returning from season 1 if you already received the Discord access and all of that with the season 1 package. You now get a little extra. You get a little extra Discord title to say thank you for returning with us. So that's why the two are different. So you have an option for either.
Fantastic. We also have. So after that, we go to the £25 tier, which is the Foundation Intern, which I believe was the same as last time. Mm-hmm. So that reward is access to episodes ad-free a day early, and the vocal credit at the end of an episode. So if you want to hear Georgia say your name, this is the one.
This season, should it be made, I will be asking everyone how to pronounce your names, because I realised when I was recording it all last time around, many names I did not pronounce correctly, and I'm so sorry. I really do apologise. I will be rectifying that the second time around.
Don't worry. this game is all about like learning curve, and we have done one season now. We want to improve things for season 2. With season 2, so what we did with season 1 for this particular tier is we had a Google Drive with all the episodes on it. So you got that's how you're able to access the episodes. However, we also have a Patreon, which allows you to have a patron specific podcast like feed, RSS feed. With that, you'll get a like access to Patreon for free within that time frame. So you're not paying for Patreon and also paying for this. That would be kind of rubbish. But Patreon have this great facility now where you can offer people part of the Patreon for free. So that was a nice way of doing it. So it was easier for people to access if they wanted to listen to it on as their usual podcast listen. So just so you know, that's how that works. And at the moment, we do have a early bird deal with the Foundation Intern. So it's only £13 until Thursday. So you have until 7 o'clock on Thursday, our time, if you would like to get that for half price, which I think is a steal. That's 13 quid. Yeah, that's almost £1. That's just over £1 an episode, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. And obviously you get all the other stuff. So with most things, you get all the other stuff as well. After that, we do have the radio cooler. So this one, again, all the other stuff, plus digital desktop and phone wallpaper sets, digital art book and colouring book, and season 2 premiere ticket, because we want to have the episode 1 of season 2 premiere to everyone early. So if you wanna get episode 1 before everyone else and do like a little premiere party, please do join us for that. You can also get that as an add-on. So if if you are a £5 Escape for All, but you really want to go to the premiere, that will be £10. So yeah, just so you know, make sure you check the add-ons. They might be useful. So yeah, just so you know. Yeah, and the how with the colouring book, that's just your monthly paintings, basically.
Yeah, so any art that I've already produced for the Homewood Foundation, I've created a colouring book version. So the line art, in some cases, like an updated line art, which is easier to colour in, and you will get that as a PDF for your colouring pleasure or your printing out and colouring pleasure. I've had a number of people say that they'd really like some of the drawings as colouring book versions. So now's your chance.
Very cool. I've just noticed that our chat box on the actual there we go. Don't know why the chat box on Twitch just wasn't showing up. That's very annoying. But now I've changed it now. It's fine. Ignore me for now. Okay, cool. Back to the tiers. So that's radio caller, colouring book, premiere ticket. Again, everything else before it. And that's £45. I believe we've got that as our featured reward, which we think is kind of the best value for money. If for all of those different things. So after that, we have the high stakes fan club reward. So for those,
I'm in that fan club. We are all in that fan club.
Who doesn't want to be in the high stakes fan club?
For those of us who love Tom Van Helsing, it's the high stakes fan club.
So for £60, you also get everything else plus a physical set of 3 high stake theme stickers. So these are previewed on the page. So it's Tom Van Helsing in his Sam von Bloodgorge outfit with his crossbow. Yep. You've also got the Stakes High Vamp Slow sticker and the High Stakes sticker. So they will be coming to you physically as part of your reward, which is fantastic. So do love a sticker.
I do love a sticker. We've designed quite a few stickers for this.
Sorry, I'm reacting to Ella realising that the name of the character is Sam von Blood in the chat. Georgia, do you have any of the stickers to hand? Like the old stickers?
I have stickers from the Rewind tier, so from season 1 Kickstarter. We haven't printed the Sam von Blood prototypes yet, but I can check the others.
Ooh, very exciting. So yes, while Georgia looks at that, Ella is saying in the chat, "This is the funniest thing that's ever happened. You're geniuses, and I want more Homewood." Thank you so much. Well, hopefully, I'll use this moment just to double check where we are, because I can't actually see where we are in terms of the funding right now. I am, because I'm scrolling through Kickstarter. It doesn't keep the information at the top. So let's go up. We are at £1,750 already.
That is
Thank you.
amazing.
That's 30 backers. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, that's mad. Oh, I love you guys. Okay. Back to talking about
Stickers.
Stickers. Oh, show us the stickers.
Stickers. So we did have 3 stickers from season 1. I've since run out of Johnny and Mina stickers, but here is our wonderful Jeremy and Maddie. And then here is the Homewood Foundation stickers. And if you want to get your hands on these particular stickers and you don't want to back the Rewind tier, I'll be selling the surplus that we've got at MCM in London next weekend. So if you'd like our final ones of these, come find us in the writer's block.
Yes, we'll talk a little bit more about the events after this. That's so cool. So yes, so after the fan club season rewind. So yes, 3 stickers, 3 postcards from our season 1 Kickstarter, and then our season 1. So basically, if you found us late and you were like, "Hey, I really want all those goodies," this is an opportunity to get those goodies.
Yeah, so it's if you weren't able to back season 1, either because you missed us or you didn't have the funds at the time, and you still wanted what we were offering back then, that this is the tier for you.
Absolutely. It also comes with a digital employee ID card. And I love the ID card.
I love the ID card.
I also love it's Arthur Jones's key card. We're not talking spoilers, but there might be a few reasons why people don't like that.
No, I deliberately made one that you can slot your own photo into and print off if you want. It's a full PSD file. I don't skimp on these things. No. I just use Arthur as a reference for how you might want to do it. So I love it. I need to make one and print it off and laminate it for us.
I think we had a few people who did do that. I think one of our backers, the lovely Ivy, she did that for last time and was like, "I have it on my desk. I'm part of Homewood now," which was really, really cute. Maybe we should do that for the RPG.
I was just thinking that I want to draw all of your characters and give you some little IDs.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
For participating.
We will talk a bit more about that when we get to the events, but yes, plans are happening. So after season rewind, we have DJ Dave's Spooky and Strange, which is a reference to the radio show that DJ Dave runs during the campaign.
My boy Dave.
Our boy Dave. Shez has said, "Wear the ID for the RPG."
That's true.
That would be great. I don't think we've actually done the designs, because basically we haven't had a chance to discuss what our characters look like yet. We just know what characters we're playing, so it might be that we have something for the day, but it might be something after the fact that we create, but it's still very cool. I wish we could. It's a little bit too late notice, but it's still very cool. Very, very cool. In terms of the tier award, it's set location postcards of a set of 3 and a physical copy of the employee handbook. Georgia, do you have an employee handbook to hand?
I do. Again, then I'm going to have to get up. They're all in a box over there.
I have one. Where did I put it? I had it. I'm sure I had one to hand, because I was like, no, that's a vet one. Where'd it go?
I might have stolen it from you and put it back.
How dare you? Maybe you did.
I'll go grab it.
I love that Dan's comment. So Dan is going to be our game master, and he's in the chat. And they might look as healthy after the TTRPG is finished. Who knows? We really don't know currently what that's gonna look like. It's gonna be mad. It's gonna be mad. Let's again have a little look see. We are going up. Just so you know, Georgia, we are just under £2,000.
Oh gosh.
With 32 backers.
That's amazing.
Thank you
Thank
all
you.
so much. We're getting close to that first actor
Yeah.
reveal as well, which is crazy. Okay, so you were going to show the physical havoc. Yay!
There it is. There it is. I'm very proud of this. We released the PDF version last Kickstarter, and then we thought, well, we've got the full thing. Why don't we make a proper little handbook? So anyone who's ever wanted to be employed by the Lucy Western Rebuilding, you might be a bit late now, but it's got some wonderful information, jobs, roles, film club, what to do during a vampire outbreak, all sorts of things. We do also have a version that Arthur wrote in for Maddie's first week, but so far we only have the blank version.
Oh, we should have sent that to Rebecca.
Oh, that's true. Yes. Oh, have to get that sorted.
We did send a copy of our physical tapes, which we'll talk about soon, to Rebecca and Sean. So they had their own pilot on the tape. So we should have sent a handbook at the same time. Yes. Anyway, hindsight is a wonderful thing. But I've got to say I love the location postcards you've designed. So it's London, Whitby, and Dover.
Yeah, so it's Highgate, which is where Tom lives, the Yorkshire Moors, and Dover.
So very exciting. They all have a little something going on.
Little something. I don't know what you're talking about. They're all perfectly normal postcards. There's nothing weird going on in any of them.
Sure. Okay. I believe that. I believe that. So yeah.
And we have pictures of them, preview pictures of them on the Kickstarter page.
Fantastic. I will say as well, what's great about this particular with the set of location postcards. So if you get the add-on or you get this reward, when we discuss community goals later, you will get more postcards if we achieve those goals. So please do consider that might be very lucrative to keep sharing.
If you like your postcards, if you like multiple postcards, I think you can also get that as an add-on. So if you would just like to participate in the postcard collection, you can have that as an add-on, and we will send you all of the postcards that are unlocked.
Yes. So with that as well, so that was £150. After that, we had the high stakes super fan. So if you are like Cam and obsessed with Tom, you can have the high stakes A4 mini poster. You can have the postcard set as well as everything else. And those mini posters are great because we really have been discussing the lore that is high stakes.
I would love at some point to make a mini series which is just one of the high stakes movies. That's my dream. Podcast within a podcast.
That'd be super cool. I'd love that. Bring Basil again to play Tom, obviously. Unless it'd be really funny if you got someone else to play Tom.
Oh no, never!
Never do that.
Never.
But no, yeah, of course, and obviously with all the previous tiers. But no, again, and these designs are astonishing. I want the high stakes poster with the fangs as a t-shirt.
Yeah, I think we had definitely had prototypes for that. We didn't make a t-shirt yet, but we certainly
thought about it. I think when it comes to anything clothing related, we get a bit like, so these, which I'm currently wearing my Homeward t-shirt, which we bought just to wear to MCM, but now I live in because why not? I want the Dracta's head on my body at all times. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, because of that, it does make me really want us to do more clothing, but it is also a very costly endeavour to do so. So it is.
Yes, which is why we haven't currently done t-shirts, but
we have one t-shirt option, and that is for the highest tier, for the mad person who gives us the highest tier, because we were told, oh, someone mad will want your highest tier. That was feedback we got from people who did Kickstarter regularly, and we were like, well, okay,
but we want to give them something they can have a t-shirt,
so they can have a t-shirt.
They can have a t-shirt.
So, moving on from Superfan, we now have Freezer Food. So, Freezer Food comes with a physical cassette tape containing the pilot episode, the original pilot episode, a dedication on the episode, so you can dedicate it to a friend or a loved one or to a cause. And that's limited to 10 people only. That's £200.
Because it's 10 episodes. So backing this tier, you will be able to dedicate an episode to someone. Again, we had this last time, and it was quite popular, and we had some really lovely messages. So if that is something you would like to do, this is what you can do. And I think you have a copy of the tape.
I do. So this is actually just, the tape isn't in here. The tape is actually in the purpose-bought tape recorder.
We had to buy a tape recorder.
But there is something quite... I'm going to see if it works here on the stream. But I'm going to play it. I'm going to play a tiny, tiny bit of the pilot from the tape recorder. Because every time I do it, I get butterflies in my chest. I feel like I'm listening to something that's actually happened. So
it does. It's very sensory hearing it properly. With that crackle.
With the crackle and everything. So I'm going to see if it works. So I'm going to put it here.
Not registered. How else will she know how to record? This is Jeremy Larkin. I am tired. I am hungry, and I refuse to leave messages for whatever fucking delusion is going on inside my head. Thank you so much. Okay, you've made your point. Please just...
So, yeah, so it's crazy. It's such a nice thing to own. And also, I'm going to open this up and show you the tape.
So both the tape and the box it comes in is purposely designed. It was so much fun.
So here's the tape. I will put it close to my camera so you can see it a bit closer. Hopefully it doesn't blur it out.
You're going to have to do the YouTuber thing where you get the...
I don't know. Yes, and then so that's the tape. I'm gonna put that safely back in. And then this is the packaging. So
we wanted it to look as if it had come from the Lucy West Genre archives. So you get a little archival box. The cassette tape itself is branded with "Do Not Remove" from the Lucy West Genre archives. It's very, very fun. I love things that are from fictional companies, fictional places is my weakness, which is why we have so much of it for Homewood Foundation.
I think what was really nice actually is because Georgia usually does most of the designs, but this was all me mostly. I think you did the tape design, but I did the package.
You did the books, yeah, because I was I don't really know how to make this look.
And I was like, I got you covered. And then I was like, oh no, I've got to make it now. It's got to be good. So again, so that's tape. And I do, like, it is such a thrilling experience. I wish I could have the whole season on tape.
That would be gorgeous.
We are, Ella's calling us nerds. We are nerds. I don't know if you've noticed.
We're not nerds, we're cool.
We're
cool nerds.
Cool.
But again, this is if you would like a tape without backing that particular tier, it is also available as an add-on.
Okay.
So we had a lot of people saying they were interested in getting a cassette tape. So we wanted to make that available to everyone without the 10-person limit of that particular tier.
It's true. Very true. That in mind, we also have... This one was completely Georgia. This was nothing to do with them. So that's the £200 tier for the Freezer Food. We also have a limited to 10 Whitby Archivist tier. And that includes, along with naming a character in an upcoming episode, also includes the incredible card deck. So yes. I'm gonna so this was the beautiful box again. Georgia designed this. I think actually I've got is this back to front on everyone's?
I think we're back. I think we're back to front, so it comes across correctly on everyone else's screen.
But do let me know if it does, because that'd be good to know for next time if it is back to front. But I'm gonna open up these cards. They are so gorgeous. Oh, thank you, Ella. They are the right way around for the audience. This is good news.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
Thank you. So for example, we have the Joker card. It's the recorder. I'm gonna hope It's not blurred, but they're just so shiny, you know. They just really look lovely. And again, the backing as well. This is all Georgia. Georgia did this. She went out and sourced where to get the card decks from. She did all the designs. They are astonishing. This is only a prototype because we have our own thoughts and feelings about the printing. We wanted to try and this is quite dark, so we wanted to lighten it ever so slightly. And I think we had some feedback on the card, one of a couple of the cards we thought
So
would
we've
change.
changed a couple of things around. So the decks that we have are slightly different to the decks that we will ultimately be sending out, but not hugely.
Not hugely. So, for example, let me just find. Gonna try and find everybody. And also, just to say, because again, it's incredible that you've done this. I'm gonna find the aces, because you've also designed the aces to match Homeward, and they're just so gorgeous. Like how dare you? How dare you?
I just wanted to cut my plan. Should we make season 3 sneak preview? Is to do a tarot deck, so even more cards possibly
more
in the
cards.
future.
So just to show you, obviously, these are all designed by Georgia. So the diamond as a Homeward diamond.
Oh, I think it's upside down.
Upside down. There we go. That's better. Homeward diamond. And then this one will be the right way up because I know what a heart looks like. This again, heart, incredible. And I'll do clubs and spades at the same time. But yeah, they just look so gorgeous to me. Yeah. Every time I see these cards, I get a bit like, they exist. It's crazy. And then just to show you a couple of the other character designs, not spoiler ones, obviously. But we have Tom and Jeremy, for example, here. This is one where we've given Tom different colour hair.
Yes, Tom's design changes on the regularly. So because I remembered that Van Helsing is a redhead in the original book, and I was like, oh, is Tom? But then also, I feel like he's a man who dyes his hair regularly, because I know Sanborn Bloodgorge has dark hair. So Tom is a man accustomed to hair dye.
Aren't we all? Yes. And then lastly, I'll show you the thrall because it's just really creepy. There he is.
Oh, my thralls.
Love the thralls. And before we move on to the next little section, so again, this is limited to 10 because obviously you are naming a character. We have 10 slots for naming a character. So just so you know, but you can also buy the physical card deck in the add-ons without worrying about having to hit this particular reward. Just so you know. I have a little quick check on where we are with the money. We are over £2,000 with 34 backers. Guys, thank you so much. This is incredible. Thank you. This is great. Thank you so much. Yay. Okay, right. Let's keep moving. So, next up, these are our two top tiers. So, executive producer, they get executive producer credit. All previous tiers, so everything in the previous tiers, apart from naming a character and dedicating an episode, they get to choose between having a tape or having a card deck. That's really the only change with those. But obviously, they can't dedicate a character, dedicate a character. That'd be fun. But yeah, they can't name a character or dedicate an episode. So how would you dedicate a character? That
Would you
sounds-
dedicate an episode to a character? It's like this episode I dedicate to Jeremy. He needs.
Does he? So yeah, so there's that, and then the last one, which is the Madman's Choice, is the CEO, which is both a card pack and a cassette tape, one-off limited T-shirt, which is basically the T-shirt I am wearing, and our undying thanks because Madman.
Thank you so much.
Yes, it'd be incredible. So they are the tier rewards. Again, the add-ons we've mentioned. The add-ons will be, I think actually we can talk about the add-ons a little bit because some of them haven't been quite mentioned. So let me just have a little look, see if I can find those. Just to talk about them a little bit. So let's say we're going to pledge. Oh, come on! It's not gonna. It's not gonna let me because I'm part of the project. So it's not gonna let me do it. Let me try. Again.
It should be on the back end, the internals.
Sorry, hang on. Okay, so. Hang on, so pledge. Okay, so optional add-ons. So you can have the full season 1 download. So if you wanted to have season 1 without any adverts, you can add that to your add-on. That would be £10. So, and you can just get that pretty immediately, to be honest. You would just get, like at the end of the Kickstarter, we would just send you the file with everything in. And the potentially the Patreon link, it would depend on how we'd work that out. But we would think of something. But at any rate, you would definitely have the Google Drive with all the episodes in.
Which include the transcripts
Yes.
as well for easy
I
access.
should have mentioned that. Season 2 digital premiere ticket. So again, join us for an exclusive live stream. So just for people who got that ticket to get a season 2 premiere ticket. The postcard set. Yes, which we would get the postcards for, and that would unlock extra designs if community goals were hit, and then the pilot cassette and the card deck. So the pilot cassette is £25, and then the card deck is £30. So that is all good to go, basically. So yeah, add-ons are done. We should probably talk a little bit about the community goals.
Yes.
Which is kind of my baby.
It is.
It
Yes.
was my fault. It's all my fault. So basically,
Too much. We're like, darling, shall we do this extra thing?
And
this
you were like,
extra
no, God,
Kickstarter
why?
thing.
Why? So community goals, basically, we you may or may not be aware, but earlier this month we were supporting another Dracula themed piece of media, which is called Dracula SD, which is a trans dating. It's a Dracula dating sim which had a trans male lead, which obviously sung truthfully to us. We were so excited about that. So we were following that Kickstarter with excitement, and it turns out that they were using this community goals as part of their Kickstarter to spread reach.
Which we loved. We loved how they were doing that. It inspired us to make some stuff for them, which was really fun. So we asked them if we could kindly steal it for ourselves.
Yes. So actually we need to update this with the links now. So at some point this evening we'll add the link to the announcement post that we've got, so we can make sure we can keep track of that. But basically, that's okay. We did publish this and then go live on stream. It's all good. We were trying to do a lot very quickly. We can probably keep an eye on it anyway. So to hit our community goals, there are 15 goals. To back at any pledge is one of the goals. So if we get 500 backers, we hit a goal. 750 backers, we hit a goal. 1,000 backers, we hit a goal. They're quite big goals, but we hit 479 backers for season 1, and that was before we had any of the podcast out. So we're hoping that we can at least hit 500. We'd hope to hit more, but yes, this is the reason why we thought it'd be a really good goal to have, is try and get as many backers as we can. With that goal, you get a Henry and Arthur digital. What have I put digital? Anyway, okay, so we get Henry and Arthur. Where is he? Yeah. Henry and Arthur's monthly paintings will be included at the 3 goals.
As postcards.
So as physical postcards.
As postcards.
and Jeremy and Maddie as postcards. So if you like the card deck designs but you don't really want the card deck, it's another excuse to spread it all around. Yeah, so that's some of the goals. We also have reposts on Blue Sky. So Blue Sky we use quite a bit to replace the dreaded place that we will not talk about. But you know, we were hoping to get 200 reposts, 400 reposts, or 600 reposts, and they would be 3 goals met. And with that, we would get the Tom Van Helsing's Sam von Bloodgorge poster as a postcard, and Johnny 3 being mean and dangerous.
Our favourite character, everyone's favourite character, Jonathan Harker III.
Along with the Magdalena and the sister card decks again as postcards. So that would be the end game if we hit all 6 of those. Reblogs on Tumblr. Hopefully you're all Tumblr girlies like we are. And yes, if we can get 100 to 250 to 500 reblogs on Tumblr, that's again 9 goals. So we don't have to hit all of these back to back. They can be 500 backers, but 600 reposts and 5 fan works. As long as they're hit, there's 15 of them to hit, like a bingo. Doesn't have to be necessarily all in one go for it to be 3. But if we hit 9 of those, we then get to the Harker Dancing monthly painting, which is actually one of my favourites.
That was our February Valentine's Day request from the Tumblers. Everyone wanted to see a Harkers, so.
And that's where we also have the Henry card and the Tom card to be included as well as postcards. Mm-hmm. So these postcards are adding up. It's great. I love that for us.
A big stack of postcards at the end of this.
Gonna have to have a homeward shrine in your house if we get all of these postcards. We also have a one for fan works. So we have a massively creative community. We love the fan art that people have been doing. We know there is
people have done some amazing work.
To read it, but we know it exists. But if we can get fan art or fan works of any kind, we had the wonderful skull, which is next to you, Georgia, which I would certainly count as a fan art or a fan work. Sorry.
I love it. He's a year old now, I think.
He's almost a year old. I think he's
for
got another
Halloween of our last Kickstarter, and we have him and we love him.
He's pride of place in our house because we love.
Yeah.
We are nerds. I don't know if you
he's had a
noticed.
Party hat on since season 1 aired in celebration.
So yes, fan works. As long as we're tagged, we will then count that. So if you don't want to tag us because you don't want us to see it, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But if you want us to have the tag, so we know that it's part of that particular challenge for the part of the community goal, then we will include it. Just so you know. And that's on any of our platforms. We're on Blue Sky, we're on Tumblr, we're on Insta, we're on Facebook. And my job will be trying to keep on top of that. So, it might be that I have to rope in someone else in the community to help me with lots of please help me, please tell me. Or Georgia. I could also ask Georgia. Who knows?
No.
Or maybe not. And also memes. We had so many memes. Honestly, massive shout out to Shadores. I think that's how you pronounce your name. I always get it wrong. Who did some incredible memes during season 1.
Episodic memes. Stunning, beautiful. We awaited them with glee.
Absolute joy. So if they're still here, thank you for that. If not, hopefully you'll see this and laugh. But we loved the memes so much. That honestly tickled us so much. Memes. We have one for memes. I think that I love making memes for Homeward. I'm sure some of you also love making memes for Homeward. Let us know if you do, and you can help us achieve this goal. And that will.
I still love the one that's the clip from Mean Girls with the dad. I'm scared. Can you come get me?
Jeremy.
Which is Jeremy's episode 1.
It's beautiful. Please teach us how to pronounce your name. Thank you. Sorry. So yeah, they are in the chat. Just some other day. That's fine. That's fair enough. So yeah, so sorry, I didn't let you know. So for 12 goals met, you get Maddie's monthly painting and you get Jeremy's monthly painting. So Maddie is filing in the archives and Jeremy is brooding in his office. And then you also get Johnny and Mina card designs as postcards.
I love those designs.
Yeah, Johnny's going ham with the steak. Mina looking very, very upright, very proper with the recorder. I love it. So good. And then lastly, for 15 goals, we will include the Dracula card, plus the intricate backing design, which, again, I think that's a postcard. That's really sexy. I think it's a great card. Like,
oh, thank you.
That could go on the back of, like, a jumper or something.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that. The clothing brain is like, yeah.
That's much.
Wicked. That could look wicked on the back of a hoodie. I would. Can I afford just to buy one? No. Everyone needs to shout at us for more merch. If you buy merch, we'll make merch. That's the thing. So yeah, and we'll also have 2 brand new ones inspired by the season 1 finale, which I know George is currently working on some, but I don't think they are based on the finale or not.
I'm working on, I think, 5 different Homewood related things, mostly for Kickstarter reasons, and they are in there. I know exactly what they are.
Exciting.
We had a request again on Tumblr for even more Harkers and a request for something Halloween related, so that should be with you very soon.
Yay! I do love seeing George's drawings. They are incredible. So yeah, so we'll keep on track of this and we will update the Kickstarter page when we can. But yes, I think the last thing really to talk about is the stretch goals, which the stretch goals are kind of bonkers, but they need to feel bonkers after hitting what we actually wanted.
We will be so happy to hit 40k. These are lovely things to also maybe have.
Yes. So let's get into it. So at £41,000, if we get £1,000 above our goal, we will make enamel pins and lanyards, which are Homewood related. I think we're already working on a pin for Homewood for MCM.
Yes, so I've ordered the prototypes for this particular pin again for MCM, mainly because you have to buy in bulk, and I can't buy a single one, and I can't have a proof that is sort of 50 of them. So we will have a couple of these floating around just in case. But yeah, we had the designs ready for those.
Exciting. We are also for 45,000 doing something very exciting. We're really excited about this one. I'm very excited about this one. So one of my an old acquaintance of mine that I knew when I used to live in Cardiff, I very recently I was like, oh, they do comics now. This is exciting, and they're doing like sapphic vampire comics, and I was like, hello, this is interesting. So we were having a conversation, and I was like, oh, I'd love to see what the Homewood gang would look like in your style. And lo and behold, we have discussed if we reach the £45,000 goal, because again, we would like to pay them a proper, correct wage for all their work, a comic prequel. So an 8 to 10 page comic prequel about Tom and Jeremy's incident in the Whitby building, which we kind of allude to a lot in episode 3 of Homewood. Oh, have I lost Georgia? No, she's back. That's okay.
I lost you. I'm not sure which one of us was lost.
I don't know.
I think you're back now. You're
okay.
good. You're back.
I think we're back. But yes, we are going to do a comic prequel if we hit the goal. If we don't hit the goal, it might be something we discuss, but it might be like slower. It might be something we have to work towards. It's not like we're not... So for example, we're not planning on not doing these things. It might just be that something we have to look for season 3. Or
for later, because we'd still have to source the funds for it. We just wouldn't be able to kickstart the funds for it. So
that's just so you know. So all these things are stuff we would really like to do. It's more of a case on how we would do it if we don't get the funds right now. But yes, Briar is wonderful. They are currently kickstarting. I think they've got 5 days left on It's All Ends in Dirt, which is their sapphic vampire romance, which you can watch. You can now look at on Webtoons, I believe, but they're currently kickstarting for physical release for like volumes. So Volume 1 is released and out in the world. Volume 2 they're currently kickstarting for, and they've hit their goal, so it will be made. I highly recommend looking into that. We're also hoping to have different covers as well. So Basil, who obviously is our Tom, is also an artist, and we'd like to commission Tom to do a cover for his own character story, because I think that'd be really nice to do. And Georgia will also do a cover in her style. And then
She can't stop me.
Georgia just loves to draw. And then we'll also have obviously Briar's original cover as well. So there'll be 3 alternate covers plus the comic itself. There will be a digital version, absolutely, for all backers, and there will be a physical version as well for all physical backers. In limited colour. That's the plan. We do have to also write it, which I think I'm confident we can do it, but it depends on if it gets greenlit by the funding. So just so you know, that is something we'd like to do. And we have put links in the Kickstarter if you'd like to look at their work already and have a look and see what you think. But yes, I think it's beautiful stuff, and I'm so excited if this comes off, because that'd be great. Our £50,000 tier reward, so like stretch goal reward, would be for all backers. What we would like to do is use that money to be able to bring all of our available actors together for our finale or penultimate episode, to be in a studio somewhere. So at the moment, all of our recording is done remotely. So it's done over clean feeds, like a browser audio software. So it doesn't really matter where anyone is, as long as their internet is good and they have all the correct equipment. But we really like our actors to be able to act with each other where possible and where convenient. So we would probably find a suitable studio space, bring everyone together, and be able to again pay a professional wage. Make sure the studio was also paid correctly. Hence why it's quite a big tier.
And we would obviously document it, take photos, do a video, so everyone could see the process of what we wanted to do.
Yes, so that would be the plan, and probably do like little interviews and clips with the actors on the day, and make it a proper behind the scenes look at season 2. So yeah. So we're going for the big leagues now. We're getting there. We're getting there. So for £60,000, we would like to do a prequel live show. So we actually have plans for this. We've been discussing, because we know quite a lot of lovely people. Ella, who's in the chat included, who's recently done a live show for Camland, their podcast. I think Georgia also saw the Wooden Overcoats podcast at the London Podcast Festival. So
great day.
We've been thinking about live shows because of all these wonderful people in our lives doing live shows, and we were like, oh, we know exactly what we do for our live show. We know exactly what we would do, which would be certainly be a prequel called First Day. It might not be the first day you're expecting, so we're not gonna share any more information. But the idea would be is that we try to get it recorded online as well, so all of our backers would get either discounted or priority booking tickets, or be able to watch it online.
You get an online ticket.
Yeah, so that's the plan. We'd have to obviously source a venue and all that stuff, hence why there's a lot more money involved. But it's something to consider for sure going forward. And then lastly, the last big one is if we hit a certain amount of money, we just wouldn't have to worry so much about season 3. We could just crack on and make it.
Head on into it, yeah.
Yeah, so that would be if we get over 100k. Because I think at the moment, with where we are with the storyline, we would assume that season 3 would be probably shorter than season 2, but probably maybe longer than season 1. It's
we think about 7 to 8 episodes for season 3, and that would be our last season of the Homewood Foundation. It's always been 3 seasons. We know exactly where we're going. We know most of the plot beats. So if we had that money, we would just head on into writing that, and we wouldn't have to kickstart. So,
which would be a massive relief to us, relief to the people working on it, because they'd know they'd have another season's worth of work. And also we would make sure that all backers would get season 3 ad-free and a day early. And probably other goodies as well that you could probably consider at that cost. So yeah, that is we've gone through everything that's on our Kickstarter. Really, thank you for sticking around. If you have, that's kind of insane. Thank you. But yeah, that's basically it. So what we will do is we'll go through what events that we have coming up.
We've got some really fun events heading on.
Lots of fun events. So yes, you may have missed it, but on Sunday we kind of started with doing an interview with Chris McCauley, who does the Stokerverse media and comics and RPGs and lots of different things in relation with Dacre Stoker. So basically all of our events are going to be obviously tied to Homewood, but also tied to interpretations of Dracula and how people envisage Dracula, and like not just the character but the book and the way people have created things. So yeah, let me bring up the events, because I already have a slide prepared for this one, which is great. I was prepared for this.
He's prepared.
Yeah. So we are still. Oh, Georgia is not on screen for this one, but give me 1 second and I will add you. Sorry, it's not your fault. Do you forgive me? I don't. Oh gosh. Okay. Add existing. 1 second.
You can't just hear my voice. It's fine. You don't have to see me. If it's easier.
Here we go. Sorry, Georgia. You're still here audio wise, but we can't see you. I've just dragged you off the screen. I'm so sorry.
That's fine.
But you are here, so we can now look at all the events. So yes, as mentioned, we've had Chris McCauley already on the 11th. This is our opening. So we just talked all things season 2 regarding the Kickstarter. So on Thursday, we have briefly mentioned it, but our wonderful friends at Explorer of Elsewhere, which if you don't know about it, is a RPG YouTube channel. They do lots of TTRPGs. They've done charity work. They do a monthly. They do a weekly campaign currently in the Daggerheart system, which George and I are actually involved in. It's how we got to know Dan, and I've actually known Nathan and Livy, who are also in the group, for many years, because they knew me at university. Sadly, they'd put up with me then, but no, they're lovely, super lovely people. Everyone's amazing, and Dan has very kindly offered to run a game, a TTRPG, lasers and feelings, kind of respect it to be a Homeward based system, so we can run a survival horror RPG based upon the world of Homewood on Thursday. So there will be 4 characters who are dealing with the aftermath of the well, actually not even the aftermath, the current math, because I don't know, like the current situation going on at the Whitby building, as Jeremy and Maddie have started the containment breach, as it were, that's happening. So we're playing 4 characters. It's myself playing, along with Basil, not playing Tom, playing somebody else. And it's his first RPG, so be kind. Come see. Come watch. So Basil is also playing a character along with the wonderful Candice McAfee, who not only is our Magdalena, but is also known for being part of the Three Black Halflings, which is also a TTRPG channel that do some incredible work. And then Benji, our sound designer, is like an OG TTRPG nerd, so he's also playing with us. So there's going to be 4 of us, and Dan. We're so excited. I cannot wait. I'm actually really quite nervous, but at the same time in like an excited way, because we're building on the world with my friends, and it's gonna be great. I think Dan's probably going to be sorting out like notifying people about the YouTube link, etc. in the next couple of days. He's great though. Honestly, wonderful GM. So it's going to be really nice to have him involved, and just everyone involved. And it's just so nice. What we're going to do as part of the campaign But beyond one shot, however, is if you donate to the game. So basically, you can like tip the game basically. So and by tipping, you will be able to cause certain events to happen to characters, good or bad. Dan will go through all the rules on the day. So certain amounts of money and all that money will go into the Kickstarter after the fact. But certain money will then cause bad things or good things. So it might be that we find a piece of equipment that we need, or we might run into something very bad. So really excited about it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we should probably add on that, Georgia.
I think that's everything.
Yeah.
No, the link has already gone out on the Explorers of Elsewhere pages. I've just reskeeted that. So it's out there in the world.
Fantastic. And it'll be 7:30 GMT +1 or BST. So do find us. Then I'm excited to be a part of it. After that, we're talking. So on Sunday, we're talking to the wonderful Tal, who is the creator of Regarding Dracula or Read Dracula, the podcast version of Dracula that exists, that does basically every chapter of Dracula as a podcast episode, with some incredible voice acting, some music. It's probably part of the reason why I was able to rekindle my love for Dracula, and I'm so excited to talk to Tal about their interpretation. That's going to be on Sunday. We're then talking to Jonathan Barnes, who not only has written Dracula-based novels, so Dracula's Child, I think, is the main one he's known for. Mm-hmm. He also adapted Dracula for Big Finish, which is the company George and I also work for. So there is, if you weren't aware, a Big Finish have Dracula and Dracula's Guest and Dracula's War.
Yes, so they have 3. So they have the original Dracula, and then they have 2 other. I think Dracula's Guest is in name only. I think it's 2 other almost completely original continuations of Dracula. So we're going to be talking to him about his various interpretations of how Dracula continued after the book ended.
Fantastic. Cool. And then after that, again, very exciting. So that's on the Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we're talking to Gabriel Urbina about the Dance Macabre, which is another Dracula podcast, which is very different to Tal's, which is very like authentic to the novel. Like it's like a bridge version. Well, not abridged, but it directly takes from the novel and like adds to the novel, using like their creative and the voice actors. Gabriel has done something very different. He's moved the setting and he's condensed it and expanded it in very different ways. And again, we're just really excited to talk to him about his interpretation. If you don't know Gabriel, he's also the creator of Wolf 359 and has made some incredible shows. I think The Harbingers, which is his current show, has just been released.
Harbingers? I think
so. My mistake. But yeah, it's come out today. This is a thing, right? I if I read something and I don't hear it out loud, I will 9 times out of 10 say it wrong. So that's my problem. No one else's. Yes. After that, we'll be at MCM. So Georgia, as mentioned, will be at a writer's block. Do you want to share a bit more what you've got going on?
Yeah, so London MCM is, I think it's the biggest comic convention in the UK, and it is from the 24th to the 26th of October. If you're in London around that time, please come visit us. It's at the Excel Centre. It is absolutely massive, and we will be in the writer's block, which is a fairly new addition to the lineup that they have. Usually they have just the Artist Alley, which is huge and brilliant and sells all kind of artwork. The writer's block is mostly for writers. It's for people selling their books. So this is our first time attending as punters, not as punters, as people selling things. So we'll have a little section of the table just for Homewood. We'll be selling some exclusive Homewood merch, which we have made entirely for MCM. We will have a little QR code for the Kickstarter. We will have many wonderful things for sale, and I will also be selling my books. So if you don't know, I'm a writer. I wrote a Doctor Who novel that came out last year. You can buy that. We'll be selling some of our Big Finish CDs, some of which we've written together, much like Homeward. And I have a collection of short horror stories and a horror novella, which I will also be selling. So please come and seek us out. We've recently been given the map and finally our table numbers, so I will be posting that online so you know exactly where to find us. But we are near the Hammer Horror table display, so beautiful synergy. If you find it, we're not too far away.
Fantastic. So that's from Friday to Sunday, and then on the 28th, which is just a couple of days later, so I believe that's a Wednesday, George is going to do a drawing live stream. So whatever drawing project she's going to be on, we're going to probably have a little chat about how the Kickstarter is going, whilst also enjoying a little drawing live stream, which I'm really looking forward to.
Either you can request something, or I'll be working on one of the bits that I've not completed yet of the list of things I'm currently drawing for Homeward. So if you want to see me draw from scratch, I will be having requests up, or if you want to see me inking and colouring, I will be doing one of those.
After that, so 2 days later, we have packed a load of stuff in. Apologies if you're like homewooded out by then, but we will still be there. We will still be shilling as best we can to try and get people to remember, oh yeah, that Kickstarter that's still on. We're then talking to the incredible Paul Mars. If you don't know who Paul Mars is, he is a Doctor Who writer who has also I'd say horror writer. He's an incredible human being, very sweet, very wonderful. He has a series about two old women who deal with like monsters and magic. I think it's Brenda and Effie, the series. I'm afraid I have not read it, but I have heard great things about it. But he's currently just released a Doctor Who book it's called Dracula ! And we were like, well, we've got to talk to you about Dracula. And
it's the first Doctor who's your boy.
He is it's my favourite boy, which is going to be a little insane. I'm gonna read you the premise, because I think more people should read this book. If you found us, it's more likely that you found us because of our Doctor Who connection. So so it begins with: a vampire is on the loose. On what they hope is going to be a holiday, the Doctor and his companions arrive in a quiet, unassuming seaside town called Whitby. The terrible significance of the place evades them until they happen upon a theatre production that captivates their attention. Dracula. Suddenly, murders are occurring left, right and centre, and each victim with trademark puncture wounds on their neck. Ian is soon missing, and a town shrouded in myth and legend is beginning to live up to its name. Clearly, there is a Dracula at large, but the TARDIS team quickly realise you can never... read more. Trust the vampire.
You can never read more.
You can never read more. You can never trust a vampire. I'm so excited to talk to Paul about this. Reminds me, now that I've been paid, I need to buy this book because I'm going to be living my best life. It's like my two hyperfixations crash together. So there we go. So that's the wonderful Paul. Again, please do check him out if you're not aware of his work. It's funny, it's queer, it's quirky, it's everything you want from Doctor Who. He was very well known for doing some kind of mad new adventure books back when Doctor Who had been cancelled and they could kind of do carte blanche on whatever they wanted before it came back. So do check them out because they are a bit nuts. And has done some work for the Big Finish team as well. After that, once again, we're travelling. So on the 1st of November, we're going to be at the Audio Drama Hub Fest. So now I can finally plug this properly. So on November 1st, in High Wycombe, a little place called the Riverside Club, the Audio Drama Hub, which is a Facebook group that has covered in audio drama creators. They are doing their 4th annual festival for audio drama creatives, and with a focus on voice acting. So there'll be workshops about finding character voices, auditioning 101 masterclass, a beginner's remote recording, directing masterclass, improvised acting for D&D actual plays, and the thing that we're sponsoring particularly is the horror voice acting. So if any of those appeal to you, tickets are now available. There will be digital tickets, but not for the workshops, but all the other events during the day that aren't like specifically workshops. You can attend and see. There's also going to be live shows there. I think they've chosen 5 live shows with some wonderful people. There's a competition currently going on for sound design, and their keynote speakers are the wonderful Beth Eyre and Felix Trench from Wooden Overcoats. So if that's enough of a reason to go, I think just to listen to Beth and Felix talking about voice acting and their career, which will be one of the panels that they're doing. So if that interests you, I'll put a little link in the chat actually, whilst I remember to do so. So let me just do that. So that's on the audiodramahub.com, and you can find out more about the show. George and I will be there. I will definitely be there. Georgia might not be there, but it will all depend on a few different bits and pieces going on in November and October. But I will definitely be there. And it's such a great team. It's a very community spirit. And it's like a full day event. And, you know, there's going to be lots of people there to talk to about audio drama. So if it's something you have ever been curious about getting into, if you like audio drama but would like to learn more about getting into it, particularly voice acting, it's going to be a lovely day for that. They've also got the schedule up online as well if it interests you, and there's quite a few like local hotels nearby if you wanted to stay the night, if you weren't local and needed to travel. But yes, highly recommend it. I will be doing some more videos and posts about this going forward now that we've actually kind of got the Kickstarter out into the world, but just wanted to highlight it today. After that, we have just a few more events. Just a few, I promise. Just a few. So on November 4th, we're talking to the creator of Dracula 2004, so Francesca Milo Ford. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, Francesca. I'm so sorry. Milo Ford. So they're the creator of Dracula 2004. So if you're not aware, Dracula 2004, it is an adaptation of Dracula that's set in 2004. So it's very similar, like found footage wise, in terms of like Jonathan Harker is using I think he's using a phone, but he's using like a voice note, I think, from what I remember, to document his journey as a solicitor. I think, yeah, it's really cool. Like, please do check it out. They've just released their 2nd episode, so I think by the time we talk to Francesca, the four episodes will be out. But yeah, go check it out. It might be your bag. We've got also a lot of our cast are also in Dracula 2004. So the lovely Michelle Kelly, who's our Henry, she is playing Mina, which she deserves because Michelle is amazing. Lou, so Lou played Collins, a small role in episode 1 of season 1. No, episode 2 of season 1. Sorry. Yes. They're playing. Stewart, of course. Oh God, my brain is going to fudge. But yeah, they're playing Seward, and I think there's quite a few of. Oh, Anusha Battersby, who was also in that same episode in the same scene as Francesca Royal. She is playing Lucy Westenra. So there's like a load of really amazing people all involved.
And Floyd also.
Of course,
Floyd is Van Helsing.
Floyd is Van Helsing, and she plays Maddie's mum. So, you know, lots of fun people. So do go check it out. Cool. On the back of our comic chat, we are actually going to be talking to Briar about It All Ends in Dirt on the 6th of November. So if you want to talk to our comic artist, hopefully by then we'll have an understanding of where we are with our stretch goals or what we might do in the future to create the comic if we don't hit it. But just talking about the comic itself and also talking about the process of being a comic creator. And, you know, they're writing about vampire sapphic, so I'm sure we'll have lots in common. So we're doing that on the 6th. and then we're going to be doing a 12-hour live stream. I'm struggling with this one. It's going to be great. So I've done it. So what we're going to do, so on the 8th of November, so it's the day after Dracula ends, I believe, we are going to do a 12-hour live stream, which is basically playing all of season 1 back to back. So the idea would be we would listen to episodes 1 and 2, we'd have a break, we might do a Q&A, and then we'd listen to episodes 3 and 4, and we'd have a break and maybe a Q&A or an event of some type. Then we would listen to 5 and 6, and then we would listen to 7. So we would do that all in one day. So just join us for a Homewood Day, which is going to be great. I'm really excited about it. I'm sure it's going to be chaotic. I'm sure it's going to be mad like this one, but hopefully more organised than today. But that would be the plan. And that'll be on the 8th of November. When we know more about what's going on the day and a bit more of a schedule, we'll certainly let you know.
Yes.
I'll probably be running that. But
you don't want me running it. You don't want me on the other side of the video. Yeah.
And then last but not least, we will do a finale live stream on the 13th. So that will be our last day. No matter where we are with the Kickstarter, we will still do it because it would be good to discuss the plan, whatever that plan
either celebrating or commiserating.
I mean,
we will be there.
I haven't had a drink since January, so it might be that I'm drowning my sorrows. We will see. We'll see. But whatever plan there is, we'll definitely be looking at going forward. But we're hoping we don't have to do that because you guys are amazing. And actually, looking at where we are already at £2,422, which is 40 backers. Guys,
it's amazing.
That is incredible. Thank you so much. So that's already 40 people have given us money. That's incredible. Thank you. Yeah, that is kind of
that's everything, I think.
Yes, I've got us back on camera now, just so you know, Georgia. We were looking at the events for a long time. Hello. Whilst we're here, are there any questions for us?
Is there anything we've missed in our tide-induced haze? Is there anything that we've missed? Is there anything that we've bumbled over? Is there anything you'd like to know? Always, as I said before, at any point you have a question, feel free to contact us. We're very easily found. We're very much on social media, terminally online, as they say. But if you have anything that you'd like to ask right now, we are here.
That's true. I think before we head out, I'll also play we had a video that the lovely Sean Carlson played for us, sent us before we finish season 1, that I might play again. When we
he wasn't able to attend our big finale meetup, so he sent a video instead.
Yeah, which is very, very sweet. So I'm just waiting to see if we get any messages, but I better just give it a minute just in case people do put anything in. But it's just been so nice to start this off again and to kind of kickstarting is so nerve-wracking, but at the same time it's so nice to see people come together and support people. I think that's what I love about that public aspect of supporting artists that you care about, the work that you care about, it's just been so nice to see people caring enough to support our show. We really do love it, and it's just so nice to have people know the story. Like, I think it's still mad to us that people know Jeremy and Maddie now. Like, Johnny and Mina is a given. Everyone knows Johnny and Mina from Dracula, if you're a fan of Dracula. But for people to be, like, doing memes and fan art of Jeremy and Maddie means a hell of a lot to us. And to Tom. Like, we... Also, a nice big shout out, actually, as we're still wrapping things up. The podcast book club Discord, they are currently listening to the Homewood Foundation every Sunday night at 8 p.m. So I do recommend, if you would like to listen to it again, they've just listened to episode 3, so there's 4, 5, 6 and 7 left to listen to. It's a really good Discord to join. It's both creators and fans of audio drama. So and we're kind of there having a listen as well. And it's been nice to, again, listen to the story from the beginning with people who haven't listened to it before and people who have. Yeah, so it's been really nice. Don't really have much else to say about that. I'll probably put the Discord link again in the...
Yes. So the... I think it's on the Kickstarter, just if I forget, the exclusive Kickstarter link that you get with the £5 and up tier is a exclusive members only section within the Discord. The Discord for the Homewood Foundation itself is free to join for anyone. We opened that up from last year. We asked all our members and they said that's completely fine. So if you put any money towards this Kickstarter, you will have access to the members only area.
Absolutely. Right, just copying. 1 second, and I'll put that in the chat. I'm not seeing any messages, so I'm going to assume everything is good. Just in case there isn't. But I think people, if people wanted to say something, they probably would have by now. So we're probably going to end up scooting in a moment. But yeah, have you got anything you would like to say before we leave, Georgia?
No, just thank you so much for being here and for supporting us with season 1 and onwards to season 2. It means so much to us, and we hope you enjoy what we've given you so far, and we hope you continue to enjoy what we plan to give you next. It's been a wild ride past couple of years.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think it's good to go. So, our Dan's put "love you both" in the chat, which is very sweet. Thank you, Dan. And again,
Love you, Dan.
Yeah, our next big event will be on Thursday. So, actually, while we're here, as we're signing off, let me just find Explorers of Elsewhere link on YouTube, and I can put that in the chat as well, and we can then fully add it. Yes, there you go. I got it. And that's now. Well, I say that I just copied it, but it didn't want to let me copy it. Come on, you. So there we go. Paste. So that's pasted. And paste it there as well. So hopefully that's going to be pasted in both places. Great. Okay. It's posted somewhere. And we'll probably be posting it as well on our social medias as well. But yeah, thank you again. I think we're going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm copying Dan now. I've spent so many times watching Dan do his Kickstarter, his outro. But no, thank you everyone for watching and listening and talking, and for being involved in the Kickstarter. It really does mean a lot to us. Yeah, I'm not gonna say high, stakes high, vamps low.
You just did.
I know, but not in the same way I did in the video, which was horrendous. But yes, thank you so much, and we're going to sign off now before we go mad. Have a lovely rest of your evening or afternoon or morning, wherever you are, and we'll speak to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
SWP audio capture not registered.
Hello. Now, in case you're wondering why has Narvin had a skinhead, it was actually for a little film I did recently. But I'm not here to talk about Narvin. I'm here to talk about Jeremy and Maddie and the Homewood Foundation. I just want to say thank you to all of you for all your support. We couldn't have done it without you. If you're of a sensitive or censorious disposition, then I apologise for Jeremy's effing and jeffing. But if you want to hear more of Jeremy's potty-mouthed antics, then please keep supporting us and keep listening to the Homewood Foundation. All I can add is may the road rise up to meet you. Make sure you have plenty of garlic And beware the undead.